Transportation terminals in Upland are important, and here are 3 reasons why you might want to own one. I'm YK2012, founder of the Upland Guide, and I teach you everything you need to know about Upland. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check out all the resources in the description below. As new cities are released in Upland, one of the first steps before the release of the new city is the sale of terminals. Whether it be airport, bus, train, or even Hyperloop terminals, and maybe in the future ferry terminals for boats, these places are your gateways between cities. In the future, it will be possible to travel between certain cities by car, but if you're going to want to travel fast, you're going to want to take a faster means of transportation. Terminals are sold exclusively for US dollars, and train terminals typically go for $300 to $500 US dollars approximately, depending on the city tier, and airplane terminals can go for up to approximately $1,500. Now, none of this is financial advice, but one great reason to own a terminal would be that you can place it in collections. By placing it in a collection, you get additional boosted earnings. So since these terminal properties have very high mint prices relatively to many other properties in the city, it's likely that you will be able to place it in one of these collections, whether it be the standard city collection, a nomad collection, or even the City Pro collection, which can give you a 1.4 times multiplier boost on that property's earnings. A second reason to purchase a terminal is that you will be rewarded by increased foot traffic. As people need to travel from place to place, they do have to go through terminals, so you can expect more people to visit your property on a more frequent basis. Also, as of July 2023, players are now able to build Metaventures on their terminal properties. This is another great opportunity to capitalize on this increased foot traffic. It's important to note that you can only build regular shops and not something like a showroom or a factory on these properties. Registering for a Metaventure can be done in the city hall of that exact same city, and you can learn more about registering for Metaventures in the link in the upper right hand corner. At the moment, for players who do have these terminals, you do not have to build a structure on it beforehand. In fact, you're not even able to. I believe this is because there will be in the future different custom terminal structures, and those just aren't ready yet. You will still have the yellow dot indicating a Metaventure like you see here, and the name of the shop, like my Dale's OG Explorers Block Explorers shop in San Francisco. Located just a few blocks northwest of the train station in San Francisco, Dale's OG Explorers specializes in original Block Explorers, those that are minted before 2022. You can learn more about all of my Metaventures in the link in the upper right hand corner. Now, the third reason that you might want to own a terminal is that you profit share in the ticket sales made from that terminal. 20% of the ticket sales from that terminal will be divided up by the terminal owners based on the up squared of their property size. So it's important to note that for this calculation, it's looking at the specific terminal. So if there are 4 different airplane terminals, then each terminal is looked at independently. And the same is true if there's an airplane terminal and a train terminal. Those two are separate entities. And now if we look at this train terminal here, we see that this smallest property on the top is 114 up squared, and this largest one on the bottom is 120 up squared. So the owner of each terminal will not get 1/10 of all of the earnings. Now let's say that at the end of the month, the total amount of ticket sales from this terminal for the previous month was 1 million UPIX. So 20% of that is going to be 200,000 UPIX. And that is going to be divided by the 10 different owners here. That does not mean that each player is going to get 20,000 UPIX. That 200,000 UPIX is going to be divided based on the up squared size of each property. So the player who owns the largest property is going to get a bigger share of that pie. Let me know in the comments below, do you think owning a terminal is worth it? Do you already own one? And are you interested in purchasing one if you have the chance to mint it?